Execution of that defense right there. Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The second quarter score, meanwhile, down in Arizona. And the early lead there belonging to the Cardinals. Kyler Murray with 2 first-half touchdown passes. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, box truck. Fair. Shoot.
Throwing again. Coleman. He'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Got it.
This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Coleman. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that is incomplete. Stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan. Halftime report. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you turn that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
We taking wins home. 93. 57.
They run once more with McKinnon. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
can't block me. You can't block me.
Here's Carr to throw. And that is incomplete. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, Coleman. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Well, throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
And we're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And this works out well as it'll kick out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
We're good. 180. 93. 93.
Now it's Lindsey. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
White down. 180.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Check tight end. Check tight. Check tight. Check 99. Check 99.
Later one. Express.
Check right 54.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be third down and about the length of the football.
Down. 280. Right there.
54 Mike. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Alert flare, flare. Mike's 54.
He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on first and 10.
Here we go. Check.
Go Chief. Express.
Here comes the
734.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Down. 180. Express.
Mike 54.
Hey, 734.
Hey, Delta. Right there. 54 Mike. All you get is a headache. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
29. Go.
Check Mike 57.
On first down, it's Lindsey. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, we're good. 180.
Check Mike.
Express.
Check Mike 21.
618. Here we go.
Hey, check Mike.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard loss on the play. It's 3rd and 11.
What down? 180.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Express.
I got motion man. Me. I got this. Check.
OP.
Crunch.
280.
From the gun, it's Carr. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Marcus Peters came screaming in on the corner blitz. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
This will be fielded at the 17. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. J.J. Watt make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Coleman. Open man here is Hamilton. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Operating from the gun, Coleman. And that is incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he's on to punt for L.A. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Here's Mickens to return. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets 1st downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those 1st downs, keep possession of the football.
And again this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. So 3rd down, and defensively, the Rams have added 2 extra DBs.
57, Mike. Hey, dude. I'm here all day. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. 57's Mike. Mike.
Express.
Shotgun now for Carr. He's got his tight end Fant. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Now, 185.
54, Mike, 54. I'm coming.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
Another run by Lindsey. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Mike's 5.
Express.
Mike's 5-4. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 1st down now, run with McKinnon. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
At the
An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock, and this is second and less than a yard.
Here again is McCannon. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Easy, kill.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey.